It's another beautiful night for baseball at Target Field. The Twins hoping for a better result in Game 2. Last night was not a good night for the Minnesota Twins, but it was a good night for a couple of really good left-handed hitters. Matt Joyce took center stage for the Tampa Bay Rays, putting them up early. And for the Twins, Joe Mauer had a good night at the plate, getting 3 hits, raising his season average to 320. And we welcome you to Target Field. Dick and Bert with you for Game 2 of this 3-game series. Game 1 dominated by the Rays, and they struck early and often.
And that's Nick Blackburn's job here tonight, is put some zeros on the board early because his mound opponent is tough. What the Rays have been able to do, especially they're on a 4-game winning streak, is hit with runners in scoring position over the 4-game hitting streak. Great numbers last night, but they're hitting .436 with runners in scoring position. So for Blackburn, he needs to put some zeros on the board because of his mound opponent, Price.
And that's been a challenge for Nick Blackburn here this year. It's been an awful year for Nick as he's tried to come up with some form of consistency. Nick with, 7 weeks, 8 weeks left in the season. He's got an ERA of 7.42, giving back about 5 earned runs per 9 innings to his mound opponent tonight, David Price, who's one of the best pitchers in the game.
You know, if you are Nick Blackburn, you know who you're facing. You know you have to go out there and pitch one of your better games, and that's his goal right here. That's why I say put some zeros on the board. Hopefully the Twins can get a couple runs off of Price and maybe give Blackburn the lead. But the whole game is dictated around that left-hander, David Price. This guy is having an outstanding year. Second in wins in the American League, second in ERA, and you see his numbers on the road. You know, this guy is tough. But he is 0-2 here at Target Field in only 2 starts as a right.
Well, we are hoping for a better ball game here, and we want you to be a part of it. It's social media night here at the ballpark, and you can take part as the Twins and Rays get ready for Game 2. Twins baseball on Fox Sports North is brought to you by your local Northland Ford dealers. Visit your local Northland Ford dealer or go to northlandford.com. And by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards.
Here in downtown Minneapolis, game 2 of 3, Twins and Rays here at Target Field. Those are your tweets that you are going to see hitting the bottom of the screen right now on the crawl, and you could be a part of the action tonight here on Social Media Night on Fox Sports North. I'm Robbie Mikowski. Use the hashtag MNTwins, and we'll get your input. We're going to screen everything, and we're going to put some of the best tweets that we see on the airwaves tonight. Fans, you're also going to have input to tonight's instructional. Use the post-game hashtag for ideas for the post-game instructional. Ben Revere is our guest tonight. Win or loss, he's going to talk to us and take your questions, again, using the hashtag MNTwins. And, of course, pictures, messages, thoughts, anything you might have, send them your way. Use the hashtag MNTwins. We are coming to you from left field, where we'll be hanging out all night, having a little social media party. We're going to be having a little bit of fun, and we'll be checking in throughout the night. It's Nick Blackburn going to face David Price tonight as the Twins try to even the series at a game apiece. Dick and Bert with the first pitch next on Fox Sports North.
Very rough start with Cole DeVries, to use his term, getting ambushed by the Rays.
Yeah, they jumped all over him quick. Can't let that happen again here tonight.
The Rays, believe it or not, have struggled scoring runs. They'll send out this Menards batting order for manager Joe Madden. It'll be the same lineup as last night. Desmond Jennings leading off, B.J. Upton batting second, then Matt Joyce, Evan Longoria, Ben Zobrist, Carlos Pena, Jeff Keppinger, Ryan Roberts, and Jose Molina.
And Nick Blackburn on the mound, making his first appearance and start this season against the Rays, where over his career, Blackburn is 2-4 with a 7.20 ERA, making his 7th career start. And as I mentioned in the open, the first 3 innings very important. Blackie making his 136th major league start.
Twins out on the field. A little bit of a change. Josh Willingham in left. Nothing new there. Ben Revere in center. Denard Span not in the starting lineup. Darren Mastroianni in right. Carroll, Dozier, Casilla, Morneau the infielders. Drew Butera behind the plate. Joe Mauer, the designated hitter. We've had some cloud cover here since mid-afternoon, but still very pleasant. 76 degrees, relatively low relative humidity. Very comfortable here in the ballpark tonight. You talked about the importance of Blackburn's first 3 innings tonight. Coincidentally, I hadn't planned on focusing on that, but I looked it up last night. Twins have played 112 games. And last night was the 34th game where the starting pitcher had given up 3 runs or more in the first 3 innings, which to me seems like a very high number.
Well, there it is again. Too good a pitch right there. We saw it from the Freeze last night. Jennings jumping on that first pitch, hitting a double down the left field line. And here, yeah, you want to get strike one, but you want it to be a good strike one. And Jennings, like last night, jumping on that first pitch. Why wouldn't you? And lines it up the middle for a base hit.
B.J. Upton will hit next.
Well, you have to be watching the game from last night. So tonight you have to keep the ball down in the strike zone and hopefully get some ground ball outs. Rays like to run.
Bunted in the air, and it'll land in foul territory. So 2 pitches into Blackburn's even, and there's been a line drive single and a bunt attempt.
Blackie in his 6th season with the Twins, 30 years old, signed by the Twins back in 2001. It's been a frustrating year for Nick Blackburn, but you know what? You have to be able to put that behind you and move on. He relies on a sinking fastball. He has had only 6 double plays turned behind him in his first 17 starts.
Which is one of the numbers that would suggest that the fastball isn't sinking.
It's not sinking, no. He's leaving it up too much. If you miss, you have to miss down in the strike zone, and that's what Nick Blackburn needs to do. Now Jennings at first base, 19 stolen bases in 20 attempts. Blackie pretty quick home.
Time call, Blackburn holding.
We showed you graphics last night in the ball game. Rays leading the American League with 94 stolen bases. Twins right behind them with 90.
Deep drive to left center field. And it's a quick 2-0 start. And Nick Blackburn getting ambushed in this first inning.
Well, that's the 19th home run that a sinker baller Nick Blackburn has given up this year. For B.J. Upton, his 11th of the year. And the uppercut swing of B.J. Upton, but too much of the plate. You saw Buteras wanting that ball away, and is pretty much down in the zone, but over the plate.
Last night, it was Matt Joyce hitting a 2-run home run in the first inning. Again, every pitch has been offered at. Every pitch has been a fastball. There's a slow breaking pitch, but he misses high. So Upton giving David Price a very early margin for error, and there's another off-speed pitch. This one over, 1-1. Down low, 2-1.
Rays have had some success against the Twins since May 29th in 2009. The Rays are 17-8 against the Twins and 8-3 here.
Another fastball hit high and deep and gone. And the fans pretty frustrated after what happened last night. And they're seeing the same thing happen tonight.
Yeah, back-to-back home runs. Matt Joyce, as you mentioned, hit one last night, a 2-run home run here. After Upton's home run, he follows with his 14th home run. And you can see that ball again. You're not working the corners at all, pretty much using the middle part of the plate.
So 3-0, still nobody out. And Longoria will hit, taking strike one. Breaking ball missing. Longoria coming back to the Rays earlier this week. They're 4-0 with him. They went 41-44 without him. He missed 85 games with the hamstring injury. And he hooks it foul. Blackburn getting him out front. 1-2.
Well, Longoria in his 5th season with the Rays. This guy, you know, he means so much to this ball club. Rookie of the Year for the Rays in 2008 in the American League.
Foul tip. Butera can't hang on. It's 1-2.
We were talking a little bit last night. You know, Justin's really starting to swing the bat, and I think offensively we've seen the Twins score a lot of runs over the last 3 or 4 weeks because Justin's, you know, swinging the bat. He makes everybody better. And right now, Longoria coming back after those 85 games missed, and the Rays are 4-0.
2-2.
So can one guy make a difference in a lineup? I think so.
Longoria strikes out, first out of the ball game.
Oh, good sinking fastball. This time he hits the corner down and in. And the first out is recorded. Straight over the top, you see Butera sitting inside.
Here's Ben Zobrist. Busted bat and a fair ball down the line. And Zobrist will be held to a single. Most of the bat ended up near the first base coach's box.
Yeah, Zobrist last night he hit into 3 double plays, but here, even though the bat shatters in his hand, right off the end of the bat, that ball going right down the first baseline, and Justin giving him the line, but that ball scooting past him.
That'll bring up Carlos Pena.
Good job by Mastroeni out in right field, getting to that ball quickly and keeping Zobrist at first base.
Down and in, ball 1. Well, the 3 early runs now make it a total of 35 games where Twins starters have given up 3 or more runs in the first 3 innings.
Well, by my California math, that's over like 1/3 of the games.
Well, right around a third. Just seems like a very high number.
Well, I think that's why we see what the biggest struggle this year has been the starting staff. I mean, this starting staff coming into the ball game combined 29 wins, 50 losses, a combined ERA at 5.49. That's the highest in the American League. And a lot of new faces. Some guys getting an opportunity.
2-0 to Pena. Tapper foul, 2-1.
That's why those first 3 innings I always looked at. Those were the innings I wanted to put zeros on the board. You know, you just stay away from that multi-run inning like Blackburn gave up here in the first inning. You don't mind giving up 1 in the first 3. At least your team is in it. But it just sets the tempo of the ball game. And last night, the 2-run home run, Twins, you know, they fought back. They got a run in the bottom of the first inning. And then the second inning, they ended up putting 6 on the board against Cole DeVries. And the tempo was just lost.
Well, and then, as you said, too, you've got David Price as the mound opponent. You don't expect to do a lot of damage against him. The Twins might tonight, but he's considered one of the best pitchers in the game because he doesn't give up a lot of multi-run innings. There goes Zobrist. It's a ball. Butera's throw, not in time. So Zobrist swipes second base, and the count goes full to Pena.
Now Zobrist stealing his 13th base on the season. Pretty good jump right there. Drew Butera, good strong throw, but Zobrist going feet first into the bag. Very close play, but he's safe.
Full count. Keppinger on deck. And an off-speed pitch, tap foul.
I think we all know that Blackburn's not a strikeout pitcher, so he's a guy that really has to work with his catcher, and Drew needs to work in and out, not down the heart of the plate. Just work the corners. And that's what Drew's trying to do right here. Get him to, you know, either go hard in or good sinker down and away. Watch Drew move. He's not going to sit down in the middle of the plate. He's going inside there. That's a pretty good pitch.
Pena draws a lot of walks. He might have swung a ball 4 there and rolled it foul up the baseline.
That pitch right there is too hard to take. He's got a good eye at the plate, but again, you know, Blackburn's fastball is probably 91, maybe 92. He's not what we're going to see from David Price that can get that fastball in the upper 90s.
Another 3-2 to Pena. Foul tip. And Blackburn already now getting set to throw his 24th pitch with just 1 out on the board.
Get him physically and mentally ready, what Rick Anderson does. Now it's up to the pitcher to go out and do his thing.
And he missed badly inside Phil's first base. He's got an extremely short start from Cole DeVries yesterday at a time when it looked like they might be able to do something that they wanted to do for some time, haven't been able to, and that is cut back from 13 pitchers to 12 to give the manager some flexibility in terms of using some bench players.
You're a motivator right here. That's what Rick Anderson needs to get that, say something that's going to create a positive right here. Let's get a ground ball double play. Let's really keep the ball down on this guy. Make him hit it to the ground. One good pitch. We're out of this. Let's go.
Probably won't strike Keppinger out for 2 reasons. As you said, Blackburn's not a strikeout pitcher. Keppinger typically one of the toughest in baseball to strike out.
Keppinger's hit into 6 double plays. This is his 70th game played for the Rays.
Wide open stance. His left foot almost on the back line of the batter's box with his right foot. And a changeup floats over across the belt, 1-1.
Yeah, we see if you watch hitters, they're a different way of approaching a pitcher or a pitch coming toward home plate. And Keppinger has that open stance. But once that ball is delivered toward home plate, that left foot will go right toward Blackburn.
Pulled. Wicked hop fielded by Carroll. Forced at second. Double play.
There you go. Good job, Rick Anderson.
Heck of a job by Jamie Carroll to start on a round the horn double play. It's 3-0. Budweiser roof deck on social media night. And Ron Gardenhire hoping that the Twins can recover from another bad first inning. It's 3-0 Rays. They'll get it David Price with this Menards batting order. Ben Revere in the leadoff spot. Jamie Carroll, Joe Mauer, Josh Willingham, Justin Morneau, Darren Mastroianni, Brian Dozier, Drew Butera, and Alexi Casilla.
And it will be David Price on the mound, making his 23rd start, his first against the Twins this season. He has been red hot. You see the 2.49 ERA. Only Jarrett Weaver has a better ERA in the American League. Andy Weaver also with one more win with 15. In the National League, R.A. Dickey with 15 wins. But this guy has been red hot over his last 8 starts. This guy been able to get a lot of outs.
Rays out of the field haven't committed an error in 9 games, but they've already committed more errors than they did all of last year. Desmond Jennings, B.J. Upton, Matt Joyce, Jeff Kempinger, Ben Zobrist, Ryan Roberts, Carlos Pena, and Jose Molina behind the plate.
Let's take a look at the GMC keys to the game. It is on David Price since June 24th. That's 8 starts ago. He leads the American League in ERA and strikeouts, second in the American League in opponent batting average. He's been tough on left-handers and right-handers. Left-handers hitting only 198, right-handers 230, 222 overall.
And the first pitch to Ben Revere, a fastball on the corner, strike 1. Revere having a breakout year, if you will, particularly against left-handed pitchers. This guy's really, really good. Price is, but Revere's hitting lefties at a 376 clip.
Price making his 5th career start against the Twins. Some of these Twins have not faced Price before.
1-2.
And Price is 0-2 here at Target Field. Now last year on July 4th, Brian Dunsing pitched a 6-hit shutout against him, and the Twins ended up winning that ball game 7-0. And then prior to that, back on July 2nd of 2010, Scott Baker pitched a very good ball game and beat him 2-1. So that 3 they put on the board here at Target Field already. It's like, whoa, Christmas is here early.
97 just off the plate. And it's 2-2. And a ground ball towards second. Fielded by Roberts. Revere retired, 1 away.
Yeah, last year it was Brian Dunsing that put zeros on the board against David Price and the Rays. In that ball game, Dunsing worked 9 innings, gave up only 6 hits, walked 4, struck out 7. A great pitching performance, and that's what you have to do when you face the ace of the other ball clubs. Do exactly what Dunsing did.
Elevate your game. Here is Jamie Carroll moving up to the number 2 spot. Outside, ball 1. Carroll with a great play and a hot smash at third base to keep the Rays at 3 in the top of the first. 1-1.
If you see 5 pitches from Price, if you're a hitter, probably 4 of the 5 will be fastballs. He'll come right at you. No fooling around. He'll try to establish in and out early with Molina behind the plate. He mixes in a split, a curveball, and then he's come up with a little backdoor slider that he'll throw to righties that will start out over the plate and then come back over the outer half of the plate. Price only 26 years old, a Rays #1 pick out of Vanderbilt University back in 2007. 3-time All-Star.
On the inside corner, Carroll is frozen out, number 2.
And Price picking up his first strikeout, his 147th strikeout in 149 innings pitched. Working inside, and Molina right there. Even though Fox Track says it's a bit inside, you hit that glove, you're going to get it.
That'll bring up Mauer with the bases empty and 2 gone. outside corner. Three-time All-Star David Price. Boy, I think we've already seen here in the first inning the distinction between Blackburn's fastball at 90, Price's at 97, but beyond that, maybe even more importantly, the command of it and pitching to the frame of the strike zone rather than in the middle of it. Missing barely inside 2-1.
Well, he's blessed with a good arm. Very good delivery.
Outside corner called again. It's 2-2.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, Price making his 23rd start. He has allowed 3 runs or less in 19 of his 22 starts, and 2 runs or fewer in 15 of his 22. That's how good this guy has been this year.
2-2 to Mauer. Foul fly over the tarp down the left field line.
Mauer 2 for 11 lifetime against David Price. And there's the AL American League earned run leaders. Jarrett Weaver at 2.13.
Scott Diamond not good enough to make the top 5 because he's 6th. Mauer taps it to the right side. Easy play for Robertson. An easy first inning for David Price. Runs in the first inning, and now we move to the second inning, and you can vote for the Arby's value player of the game. Text the word value followed by a space in the player's name to short code 234-234. First ball hitting. Roberts on a fastball runs to second base, and he is out of there. Great tag by Casilla. A tremendous throw from Ben Revere.
Well, George Hendrick, the first base coach, you know, that's a double all the way. Sure looks like a double, but Ben Revere does a great job throwing the ball right on the mark. Watch Casilla, the quick tag of Roberts. Swiping in front of the bag. Roberts sliding right into the glove of Casilla. A great throw by Ben Revere.
You know, we saw Revere last night with a long throw to third base, getting it there on the fly. And that was just a picture-perfect throw right on target. So maybe the weakest part of Ben's game is getting stronger.
Well, they've been working a lot on him. He's been working on that arm and, you know, just trying to make good quality throws, and that was a great quality throw.
2 strikes to Molina. And strike 3. Molina just waving at it for the second out.
Blackburn picks up his second strikeout.
And now Blackburn will face Jennings, who teed off on the first pitch again tonight. Instead of a double, he got a first pitch single, but then upped it. On the second pitch he saw, hit a 2-run home run. Off-speed pitch off the plate, ball 1. Fastball hits the corner. Two and 1.
Jennings spent about a month on a disabled list. Left knee strain back in May. Activated on June 5th.
Bouncer to short. Dozier in front of it. On target to Morneau, and a good 1-2-3 inning, kind of sorta. After Roberts' single, he was out trying to stretch it into a double. To the bottom of the second inning. You can ask a question online at carsoup.com/baseball. Josh Terhart of Moorhead wondering, Bert, would you have liked to pitch in a park like Target Field?
Why wouldn't you? I love pitching in every ballpark, especially like Yosemite and Yellowstone. Those were the really best parks to pitch in because they had no fence. But I would have loved pitching here. My goodness, beautiful ballpark. I had a chance to pitch at the old Met out in Bloomington, and then the Metrodome. Would have been an honor to pitch here.
What about Met Stadium? It was considered to be a hitter's ballpark, but I always thought part of that was because the Twins had some great hitters like Killebrew, Oliva, and Crew. Did you think it was a fair park for pitchers?
I thought it was very fair. It was about the same dimensions as this. Straightaway center, if I remember right, was about 410. You know, the gaps, make him hit it in the gaps if he can, and let Cesar Tovar run him down. But no, beautiful ballpark.
Josh Willingham will lead off the second for the Twins, facing David Price with a 3-0 lead. And again, a mid-90s fastball right on the outside corner. And now they set up inside. Wow. 96 on the outside corner, 96 on the inside.
Yeah, but you know, if you talk to the Twins hitters, they like this challenge right here. They want to beat this guy. One of the best in the game. It's kind of like facing Verlander or Jarrett Weaver. You know, Weaver no-hit the Twins earlier this year, but you just enjoy, you know, the challenge of trying to hit one of the game's best.
Verlander pitching tonight for the Tigers, so the Twins won't face him in the series that starts here Monday night. They got their hands full enough with this guy tonight. 1-2.
Almost heard a little grunt right there by Price. Nolan Ryan used to do that when he threw that fastball in about 100 miles an hour with grunt.
Hey, we all do it in the fantasy camp. I don't know what the big deal is. Ball doesn't get there as quickly, but 2-2 to Willingham. Lace to left, and Willingham continues to hit the ball with the barrel of the bat more consistently than any other Twins hitter, it seems. NFL is back. Fox's preseason coverage begins Thursday as the Bengals take on Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Then on Friday, Matt Stafford and the Lions head to Baltimore to square off against the Ravens. Coverage of both games begins at 7 Central on Fox.
You know, one thing you have to do, you have to sit on that fastball. What Willingham did, he was sitting on the fastball, but then he got the slider, a little cutter right here. And good hitting right there. Good solid swing by Josh Willingham. Twins get their first hit.
Molina coming to the dugout, hopefully just for an equipment change. Wants a different mitt. Maybe one with a little extra padding.
Well, you never know. The other one, you know, Price throwing at 97 might have
popped the lace.
Popped the lace, maybe. Yeah.
Well, here's Morneau. And this will be the supreme test as Morneau continues to meet the challenge of left-handed pitching. He's done a much better job of it over the last 3-4 weeks.
That one right there, that's a great take right there. How many times, you know, a month and a half ago, Justin swings at that. He has a, you know, a violent swing, but right there, hey, kept that right shoulder in, feet were flat, and he's looking for something he can drive right here. Price has given up 12 home runs. Only 2 left-handers, though, 10 to right-handed hitters.
1-0. And Morneau tattoos one toward the gap. It's cut off by Jennings. And Morneau takes a big turn down by 3 runs. He'll hold up, but Willingham gains third base.
Well, he got a fastball. He's sitting on that fastball. And one thing that Price has, he doesn't have a lot of movement on that fastball. It's 96, 97, but it's pretty straight. Look at the concentration right there and just hits a laser into left center field. And Willingham, knowing that Jennings has to go to his left to get this ball, he scoots over to third base.
And now Mastroianni will hit. Tying run at the plate, nobody out. The Twins trying to make up an early 3-0 deficit. Strike on the inside corner.
You know, they say at the major league level, Dick, that the game is faster. Well, this is a good example right here where you have to really, I think, speed up your swing a little bit against a guy like Price because of the velocity.
Back inside again and missed with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball.
Mastroianni has never faced David Price.
One and one. At the knees, 98 miles per hour. Mentioned the Twins won't face Verlander. We've seen Verlander move along, cruise along 92, 93 until he's in situations like this, and then he dials it up to 98 or 100. Price maintains that mid to upper 90s velocity throughout. Squirted to the right side, fumbled by Roberts. Mastroianni should get credit for a hit and a run batted in.
And it is a base hit, an RBI for Mastroianni, who's getting more playing time, picks up his 11th RBI of the year. Fastball in, Mastroianni quick, open up that bat, ball had some spin on it. Ryan dove for it and has no play.
So the inning starts with 3 hits, 1 on the board, and now Dozier will come in.
Excuse me, Roberts at second. Ryan Roberts.
Well, it wouldn't take much here with Mastroianni's speed to get this game tied up. If Dozier can at least do something to get the runners moved up, a hit to the outfield would likely tie the game up. We'll see what Dozier can get done here with runners at first and second, nobody out.
And, you know, Brian Dozier has never faced David Price.
Pena in on the grass, playing in front of the runner, looking for a possible bunt. Strike. Keppinger, too, on the edge of the grass at third base. Dozier has not bunted well in his rookie season. Taken low, 1-1.
Yeah, change up right there by Price. Yeah, with the Twins down a couple runs, I don't think Gardy's going to bunt right here. You know, they're on a little roll right now, 3 straight singles off of Price. Let's keep it going. Drew Butera on deck.
One and 1. 2-1. Price has given up base runners, of course. He's stranded 82% of them. And again, that seems like an awfully high number. 2-1 to Dozier. 3-1 with Butera on deck. Price's third try at win number 15, and he's running into some trouble here in the second inning.
He pitched great in his last start against the Orioles. 8 shutout innings, and the Rays ended up losing that ball game to the Orioles 1-0 in 10 innings.
3-1 to Dozier. It's a strike.
Yeah, fastball middle in. Not probably the pitch that Dozier wanted right there. Looking for something out over the plate. Price went inside with that fastball.
Little chance that the runners would be going here with Morneau at second. Right back to Price. And he starts a double play. So Morneau gets to third, but Price on the comebacker off the bat of Dozier starts a double play.
Well, Price knew exactly who was covering on this. As a pitcher, you know, want that ball hit back to you. Price knows that the shortstop Zobrist is covering the bag, and watch Price turn and throw the ball right over to Zobrist. Perfect throw. Zobrist, good relay, gets a double play.
Now Butera with 2 down and a runner at third. Handle of the bat fouled back to the screen.
And for David Price, that's the 16th double play that has been turned behind him. This again is 23rd start.
Popped up right side. Pena near the line. Ends the inning in the threat. The Twins get 3 singles. They get a run back. It's 3-1.
Robbie and Smikowski hanging out here on the social media deck high atop left field. I've got Tim Johnson here, who goes by the name of Tim Relates on Twitter, one of our guests here during social media night. Tim, how are you enjoying everything up here on the social media deck?
Loving it. We're having a great time conversing with one another, but then also chatting online with our smartphones. It's a pretty fun combination.
You know, and Dick and Bert, the funny thing that Tim said, he's coming tonight as eye candy for his wife. That's the way he did it. Here are the ways you can join the conversation tonight. Use the hashtag MNTwins and also postgame. Dick and Bert.
Thank you, Robbie. Nice play again by Jamie Carroll. He's had a couple of hot chances over there, and he's handled them both.
I'll tell you what, no matter where you put Jamie Carroll, he's going to make a good play. Nice little play on a little tough short hop.
So Blackburn retires the leadoff batter for the first time on a hard 2 hopper. And now Matt Joyce, who hit his second home run of the series in the first inning, right after Upton had hit one. Cutter up and in, ball 1.
Well, Matt Joyce currently he's on a 10-game hitting streak now.
Old foul.
He's been swinging a pretty good bat for the Rays.
About a week ago, Joe Madden was tired of his lineup not producing. Tapper to the right side, backhanded by Morneau. Blackburn covers 2 down. And Joe Madden told his team he wanted his hitters to go American Legion, saying he just wanted guys to show up and hit. He didn't want any extra hitting. He didn't want them to, grind their fingers to a pulp during batting practice. Just show up and play. About that time, since they started going American Legion, they've started to hit the ball better. 2 down. Here's Longoria. High fly to short left. Willingham comes in.
Good inning.
Very good inning for Blackburn. He set down 5 men in a row. Fox Sports North is brought to you by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, for the everyday competitor in all of us. By CenturyLink, a different kind of communications company. CenturyLink, your link to what's next. And by Grand Casino, the best stories start here. Twins got 1 back in the second, try to chip away at a 3-run Rays lead. Will have their speed due up against David Price, Alexi Garcia, and Ben Revere, then Jamie Carroll. Valencia getting the start at second base with Tsuyoshi Nishioka starting on the bench. There's a fly to right, and drifting back is Matt Joyce. One pitch, one out. Last road trip, the Twins traded Danny Valencia to the Red Sox. They assigned him to Pawtucket, but now Will Middlebrooks broke his right wrist after being hit by a pitch, so Valencia has gotten the call up to the Red Sox already.
Yeah, and it looks like Middlebrooks is going to be out for the year, so it's going to give hopefully Danny an opportunity to get some at bats there at Fenway Park. Boston and Cleveland. The game is tied 2-2 in the top of the 6th inning.
Valencia not in the starting lineup tonight. Valencia, by the way, kind of a surreal situation last night. He was playing for Pawtucket in Rochester. Bouncer to short. Scooped up by Zobrist. Revere retired. Went 3 for 3 last night, and then they got the call that he was going to the Red Sox. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. That'll bring up Jamie Carroll.
Price 1 strikeout so far in this ballgame. It was Jamie Carroll in the 1st inning. Paul 3rd strike, middle in.
There really are just a handful of guys like Price out there. The Rays may have another one, and James Shields. He's going tomorrow, but you're looking at Felix Hernandez and Jared Weaver and Justin Verlander and CC Sabathia, but now the Yankees have put Sabathia on the disabled list with an elbow problem.
Yeah, tender left elbow. They just put him on a DL today.
For 9 straight games, Price has gone 7 innings or more. A strike, 2-1.
Yeah, 22 starts, only 1 complete game, and then a shutout in April against the Angels in Tampa Bay. Won that game 5-0. Price making his 112th major league start. He has 55 wins, 30 losses. Career ERA coming into this ballgame 3.2. 3 complete games, 2 shutouts.
2-2 to Carroll.
One thing he does do, and he's one of these pitchers that Joe Madden will let go 115, 120 pitches. Pretty good delivery. Doesn't put a lot of wear and tear on that arm.
Carroll lifts it down the right field line. Joyce in foul ground makes the catch, and Price rebounds with a 1-2-3 third. from our GoPro shot with the Rays leading 3-1. And tonight is social media night. Fans, we'd like you to be part of the broadcast. Tweet us your ideas for our post-game instructional. What do you want Bert Blyleven and Tim Bodner to teach during the Twins Live post-game show? Tweet your ideas to #postgame. I've got an idea, and I'm going.
Go ahead and
I'm going
send
to
it
tweet
in.
it. And my guess is they probably won't select it. On the inside corner, 1-1.
Well, since Timmy's a catcher, I was a former pitcher. You would think it might be related to pitcher-catcher.
Oh no,
type of thing.
Not mine. I mean, I don't know what the fans want you two to instruct in the post-game instruction.
Well, why tweet it? Just go ahead and say it.
No, I want to go through proper channels.
They're not going to reach her tweet. There you are, right there.
Yeah.
Looks like you were painting all day.
Little number. Butera's got to hurry, and he can't barehand it. Zobrist will reach on an infield hit.
Kind of a swinging bunt right there. Butera's the only one that might have had a chance to get him right here. He's got to barehand it and throw it, and Butera just missed picking up the ball. Kind of a swinging bunt. Butera coming out, and you can see just doesn't get a grip on that baseball. So Zobrist gets his second hit.
That might be the instructional right there. You got a little swinging bunt in front of home plate. What does the catcher do? What's the pitcher do?
Go get it, Timmy. I just stand there. It's awesome.
Here's Pena. Drew a walk his first time up. How many times in your Hall of Fame career, spanning 22 years, did you say, I got it, I got it?
I don't think I've ever said that.
I've been out to dinner with you when the check comes, I know.
Oh, yeah, right.
1-0. And now inside 2-0.
Well, Blackburn's been able to get 4 ground ball so far. Ground ball outs. He'd like a one right here. Think sinker down and away. Seems like they've been pitching Pena inside. Watch Butera. Count in Pena's favor, 2-0. This is where, as on the mound, I mean, I didn't have the sinker that Blackburn's capable of having, but I'm thinking fastball down and away. Give me a little ground ball. He left it over the plate.
Lace to right, hit right to Mastroianni.
You saw no movement on that. That was pretty straight fastball, and Blackburn got away with it.
Follow the Twins with MLB.com at FAT12 for your iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, or Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and much more. Text @BAT to 31826 or visit twinsbaseball.com for details. Here's Jeff Keppinger. Hit into a double play in the first inning. Hit the ball hard to the backhand side of Carroll. Like Carroll might have gotten an inconvenient hop, but he stayed with it. Started a 5-4-3 double play. Zobrist singled in the first and stole second base. So Blackburn will keep an eye on it.
Well, a lot of runners don't run against Blackburn. They are only they're now 4 for 5 success rate against Blackburn. Pretty quick home. Good pitch right there.
Outside corner.
That's the pitch you want. See where Butera's setting up. Pitcher's pitch. Outer half of the plate. Down. Pitch number 50. That's hit sharply into right field.
Zobrist will hold at second. First and second, one down, and that'll bring up Ryan Roberts. As Roberts gets ready to come into the box last night when Jeremy Hellickson was pitching against the Twins. I mentioned a Twin prospect by the name of B.J. Hermson and how he was doing pretty well at AA. He pitched a complete game, a 9-inning complete game last
really?
night.
9 innings?
Thought you'd like that.
He won't pitch for another 2 weeks.
See if they can get 2. 1 and 2. So Blackburn gives up a couple of hits, but gets his second ground ball double play, and it's still 3-1. At Target Field, beautiful late summer evening, and the Rays in front 3-1. I don't get it. It's her Bach party.
Yeah.
What kind of a party is that? You just sit around and you play Bach classical music?
Could be.
Maybe
it's like you're having a good time, though.
Bachelor party. I get it. Here's Joe Mauer to start the fourth for the Twins. Willingham and Morneau will follow. Mauer with a bouncer to second his first time up. Twins have 3 hits that came consecutively to start the second inning. 1 strike to Mauer.
Price has faced 12 batters now. They've been able to get strike 1 on 9 of the 12.
Strike 2. Francisco Liriano's given up 5 runs to the A's in now 3 innings for him. Just off the plate. 1 and 2. Mauer, Willingham, and Morneau here in the 4th inning. Gets a piece of it. I mentioned there's just a handful of guys in the league. Who else would you put in that category with Weaver and Felix Hernandez and Price and Verlander?
That's a good question. You know, maybe a Jake Peavy. You know, Peavy when he's healthy.
Inside, missing. Chris Sale, but he really hasn't established himself year after year like Price and Verlander have. You could say Scott Diamond, but he too hasn't established himself. Right on the ground to the shortstop Zobrist. 1 down. Tonight after the game, don't miss Vikings Beyond the Gridiron. On this episode, get to know two rookies battling for a spot on the 53-man roster. Plus take in Hall of Fame weekend with a Vikings legend. Vikings Beyond the Gridiron tonight after the game on Fox Sports North. Here's Willingham. Started the second with a sharp single to left. Later scored the lone Twins run so far. Inside, ball one.
David Price about to throw his 50th pitch of the ball game.
Two and oh. And now 3-0 with Morneau on deck.
Price takes a little stroll behind the pitching mound, try to get his thoughts back together as he falls behind here on Willingham.
You know, I think what you mentioned before is one of the reasons Price is in that elite group. Adding a pitch, adding a backdoor slider, something he might throw Willingham here. Sky to right center field, and Joyce underneath it for the catch. Now Price already a very good pitcher, but the really great ones try to find something new, try to keep, I think the term you use, make the adjustment and have their game evolve.
Well, one thing Price can do, like on that 3-1 pitch, he can rear back and challenge a hitter, no matter who it is, because of that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. You know, Blackburn, other pitchers that throw 90, 91, you can't do that on a 3-1 pitch. You still try to hit your spot. But right there, Price basically said, you know what, I came back 3-0, I threw a fastball. Here it is again. Willingham basically got himself out because he hit the ball hard, but in the air to right field.
1-0, and now a strike called on Morneau, 1-1. Morneau singled sharply to left center field.
See Molina really sitting outside.
It's a foul ball fielded by Pena, 1-2.
You know, you see catchers do that sometimes, like Molina will sit almost, you know, off the strike zone, but when he catches it, he'll bring that glove, you know, back over the plate a little bit. And the umpire says, hey, you know, he's already out there. He moved it in.
Must be a strike.
Must be a strike. And he called it. Jordan Baker, the home plate umpire.
And Morneau flips it foul. Roberts scoops and fires, and a 1-2-3-4 for David Price. He's 3-1.
in left field. We're taking tweets and pictures and a lot of different things and suggestions as well. And here's a pretty cool picture we saw before the game. It is a picture from the broadcast booth. Bird Blyleven autographed a couple baseballs and sent them down to some unsuspecting fans behind home plate on the second level. And fans, you can still be a part of the broadcast. Tweet your messages and pictures using the hashtag MNTwins. They could be displayed during the broadcast. You never know. We're also taking suggestions on the instructional using the hashtag postgame. And Dick and Bert, questions for Ben Revere as well. So again, any questions you have for Ben Revere, our postgame guest, use the hashtag MNTwins. Bert, what is it? A pound of feathers or a pound of bricks? What weighs more?
No, 10 tons of bricks and 10 tons of feathers. Which weighs more, Robbie?
He'll get back to us on that. Yeah. Fly ball to center. Revere with the catch, 1-1.
I just didn't want to talk over the action. I'm going to take a wild guess and take some of my Philadelphia education.
Now remember, there's bricks and feathers.
Say they're the same. The feathers might weigh a little bit less. I don't know. I'm going to check on that.
10 tons of bricks and 10 tons of feathers. Which weighs more?
You're asking me now?
No, I'm asking Robbie.
Okay. One down. Here's Desmond Jennings. And there is strike one. Blackburn after the first inning, mixing in some other pitches and keeping the Rays hitters a little bit off balance. You hope the damage hasn't been done, but that's the risk you run when you're locked up against David Price.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to lose a ball game on that first inning, and a lot of guys, that first inning sometimes tough, but once you get through that, now Blackburn, he's done a better job since that first inning. 27 pitches in that first inning, and then 8 in the second, 6 in the third, and 10 in the fourth. So doing a better job getting outs quicker.
And getting some ground ball outs along the way. Here's a ground ball out to Dozier, 2 down.
A second time that Jennings has grounded out to Dozier.
That'll bring up B.J. Upton. Upton with a 2-run home run. Sequence of pitches. The first 3 pitches were interesting. Jennings jumped on a fastball, drilled a single to center. Upton tried to bunt the second pitch. He failed. He bunted it foul. Then he clubbed a home run on the third pitch.
Up in our Circle Me Bird section, we have guests here today. We have Greg and Devin from Fargo. First time here at Target Field. They said it's a beautiful ballpark. Welcome to Target Field, and hope you guys make it down here or down this way many, many more times. Thanks for coming up to the booth. Oh, get out. No, just kidding.
1-2 to Upton. Right off the end of the bat. Missing inside, 2-2.
Yeah, work both sides of the plate. If you go inside, you miss inside. Upton hitting that 2-run home run earlier in the first inning on a ball down.
Missing the inside edge again.
B.J. Upton, a free agent at the end of the year in his 8th season with the Rays.
And a foul ball.
I don't know if the Rays are going to be able to re-sign or sign B.J. Upton. Maybe wearing a new uniform next year.
Hasn't been their history, has it, to be able to hang on to free agents. Drilled to center. And the free agent to be has another home run off the batter's eye in center. His 12th of the year, and it's 4-1.
The third home run that Blackburn has allowed. But another pitch looked like it was down, and Upton, nice, easy, strong swing. It's his 12th home run of the year. Oh, the power right there through the swing zone. Straightaway center.
A 2-out solo home run, 4-1, and here's Matt Joyce. Ball 1. inside 2-0. Mentioned it just over a week ago now. B.J. Upton and his brother Justin each hit their 100th home runs on the same day. The other Upton playing for Arizona. 3-0 with Longoria on deck.
Yeah, second time this year Blackburn has allowed 3 home runs in a ball game. The other time coming here against the Toronto Blue Jays. They ended up winning that ball game 6-5.
And Joyce almost threw the bat away. He might need it on this 3-2 pitch. You could see him saying to Jordan Baker, "My bad." Hitters don't want to show up the umpire, especially while they're still hitting. This one lifted to center, and Revere hardly has to move. That ends the 5th, but Justin Upton, or P.J. Upton, has a couple of home runs, and it's 4-1.
Welcome to Target Field. The Twins are down 4-1 to the Tampa Bay Rays. We are in the Minnesota State Lottery Winner's Circle 100 scratch-off tickets. You've got a family reunion up here, guys. Very special. 65 of the Fredericksons, from the youngest to the second oldest. Arlene is 84 years young. You guys are a baseball family. How special is it to be here with 65 of your family and friends for this big a moment?
Oh, it's very special for me to be here with my family yet at 84 years old. It's pretty darn awesome.
Guys, they're from Elko, Minnesota. Big baseball family. The grandpas, the sons, they've all coached for over 30 years. Town Ball Tavern has a couple of team photos of the Frederickson family. And again, from 84 down to 5 months in my area right here. Pretty special. 100 scratch-off tickets from Minnesota State Lottery. And all they want now, guys, is a Twins comeback, and that's up to you.
Now, let's hope they do that. And what a great, great reunion right there. You are all here by circle.
1-0 to Darren Mastroianni facing David Price. Mastroianni got an infield hit off the glove of Ryan Roberts. That drove in Josh Willingham. Twins had a great chance that inning. Willingham, Morneau, Mastroianni all started the inning with singles, but then Price got a big double play comebacker off the bat of Dozier, and the Twins pretty much were done after that. 2-2.
Well, look at the tempo that Price has. Both starters here. Blackburn picking up his tempo. Price getting back on that pitching rubber, ready to throw that baseball.
And ball third strike.
Yeah, there's that little cutter right there that he'll backdoor and hit the outer half of the plate. So Price picking up just his second strikeout here in the 5th inning.
home weekend series in August is this weekend, and it's Target's back-to-school weekend. And tomorrow's game against the Rays, the first 5,000 fans, 14 and under, will get a cool and functional stretchy book cover, courtesy of Target. Tickets available at 1-800-33-TWINS or twinsbaseball.com. Dozier lifts it high, fairly deep to left. Going back is Jennings. It's gone! A home run! A solo home run for Brian Dozier, his 6th of the year. And it's 4-2.
That looked like a breaking ball. Something stayed up, and Dozier like to extend his arms right there. Gets that run back that Upton put on the board. Yeah, breaking ball right there. And Dozier showing off his power. It's a 4-2 ball game.
And now Drew Butera will hit.
That home run at 379 feet.
And Butera drives a sharp single to left. And that'll bring Casilla up with a man aboard. Casilla with a fly ball to right his first time up. Francisco Liriano taken out of the game in Chicago. 6 earned runs in 3 1/3 innings against the A's. Casilla takes a strike at the knees. Inside. 1-1. Such an important at bat because Casilla with his speed could make all the difference simply getting on base here. With Revere and Carroll, two slap hitters, if you will. There's a bouncer to short. Zobrist to second, relay to first. Oh, they called him out. Looked like he was safe. And it's an inning-ending double play. The Twins get only one back on the home run. Blast. You just saw it a few moments ago.
Yeah, that off the bat of Brian Dozier with one out. in the bottom of the 5th, hitting a 6th home run, making it a 4-2 ball game. Rays still up.
Cold Hard Blast brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. Evan Longoria leading off the 6th for the Rays, and he takes strike 1. And another called strike. We're a long ways away from first base, but it sure looked like Casilla beat the relay here.
Yeah, hustling down the line. You see, got his foot on the bag before the ball in the glove of Pena. But Tim McClellan, the crew chief, and he'll be behind the plate tomorrow afternoon, called him out.
1-2 to Longoria. 2-2. Tapper foul. And now a full count. Zobrist and Pena will follow.
Yeah, Blackburn's just had a tough time this year finding quality starts, and in today's game, 6 innings, 3 earned runs or less. Just having a tough time. Line drive, soft line drive to Carroll for the first out. Blackburn only 3 quality starts in this is 18th start of the year.
AT&T trivia on a Saturday night in Twins territory. Before last night, who was the last American League player to ground into 3 double plays. Zobrist did it 3 times last night. And he takes low, ball 1. And foul.
Yeah, last night for Ben Zobrist, he kind of helped in that 2nd inning where the Rays scored 6 runs. He made the final 2 outs, and then in the 6th inning, then he did it again in the 9th.
Base hit. Zobrist digs for 2nd. Mastroianni's throw right on the bag, but Dozier couldn't hang on. A perfect throw, perfectly played off the wall by Mastroianni, but the ball didn't stay in Dozier's glove.
Yeah, you hit into 3 double plays. We just showed you that. Then you pick up your 3rd hit the next night. So there's the game of baseball right there. Mastroianni playing the hop, and then a good throw. Dozier, see right there, just couldn't get the ball in the glove. He gets that in the glove, he's out.
So it's a 1-out double for Zobrist, and that'll bring up Pena. Pena with a walk. And a liner to Mastroianni.
For Zobrist, his 26th double of the year.
Inside a ball. Breaking pitch over for a strike. That's hooked foul into the seats. 1-2. I think it's Victor Martinez. I think he did it about a little less than a year ago against the Twins.
How about Jim Thome?
Yeah.
What page was that on?
The front page of the Tampa Bay Notes.
Was it in there?
then, as you said, Zobrist, who in the past has been such a tough out for the Twins, he comes back and gets a 3-hit game in his first 3 at bats.
That's why this game of baseball, you can never get down. There's always a positive somewhere. You know, it hits into 3 double plays. Okay, that game's over with. Let's start a new one. Now he's got 3 hits so far here tonight.
And that'll be the challenge, I suspect, for Cole DeVries as he gets ready for his next start. Said after the game last night, nothing to be learned from it. Just put it behind you and keep trying to get better.
No, somebody want to give you a video of that. You take it and then you put it in your fireplace as quick as possible.
2-2. Pulled foul, might have cracked his bat. Looked like it. He's going to stay up there with the one he brought to the plate.
Nice souvenir.
Blackburn giving up a run on a home run in the 5th, but the Twins got it back in the bottom of the inning. Doesn't want to give up any more runs here. And a liner to Casilla, fires to second. And the throw wasn't on the bag, but if Dozier had been able to hang on to it, they may have gotten the double play.
Yeah, lucky that ball. He's able to catch that ball. That goes into the left field corner. Zobrist might score. Dozier's playing short. We see Casilla playing a deep second base. And Pena hitting a sharp line drive, but then you see the throw that Dozier, my goodness, right there, look at him. He doesn't catch that ball or at least knock it down. Ball goes into the corner in left field.
So a couple of lineouts here in the 6th and a double off the fence. Here's Kempinger. Breaking ball rolled to short. Dozier scoops it up, and the end of the inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's 4-2. Back to the Coors Light 6th inning of the Coors Light pregame.
Well, we go back to the 2nd inning. Ryan Roberts trying to stretch a single. Great throw and a quick tag by Casilla gets Roberts for the first out in the top of the 2nd inning.
The Frost Brewed Coors Light freeze can. Well, Ben Revere will lead off the 6th, and he's had a tough time over the last few ball games, and here tonight, a couple of ground balls. We'll see where the Rays play him and whether Revere might consider bunting for a hit here.
Well, he's not the only lefty that has had trouble against David Price. Lefties coming into this ballgame hitting only 198 against him.
And one of the things that makes Price so tough, he fields his position well. So that limits the ground you can bunt to get a base hit.
Yeah, only Jarrett Weaver, Justin Verlander, and Chris Sale have a lower opponent's batting average against David Price at 2.22 coming into this game.
Strike on the outside corner.
Price was 70 pitches, 46 strikes.
Chopper to second. Roberts fires to Pena. Revere quickly retired, one away. Carroll coming to the plate. The next Crystal Farms Kids Day is tomorrow. It's hosting the Rays, and you can get to the games early for Kids Day autographs. Free string cheese, courtesy of Crystal Farms. After the game, kids run the bases on Target Field, presented by Gillette Children's Hospital. Tickets and more details available on Sunday's Crystal Farm Kids Day at twinsbaseball.com or 800-33-TWIN. Carroll takes a strike.
Great crowd here tonight, and with the crowd over what, 37, 38, there were over 2 million people.
Yep. And Carroll goes after that breaking ball near the outside corner. 2 strikes.
The big slow curveball right there.
Inside, just missed. And a breaking ball that nearly hit the corner. A lot of quality pitches by David Price here tonight. 2-2. Hit to center, Upton back a couple of steps. Out number 2. Before Mauer gets to the plate, take a look at the Century Link high-speed pitch.
Well, David Price, he's been in the upper 90s as he has got as high as 98, and for Blackburn 92.
Mauer with a couple of ground ball outs. Strike 1. Now that looked like it's off the plate, but
You know, we talked a little bit last night about the Rays. You know, in the early 2000s, they weren't a very good ball club. They got a lot of first-round draft picks, and this is one of them right here in 2007. First-round pick by the Rays, first round overall. It was a pretty good pick. Wow, that ball just missing.
And that not far from where strike 2 was called. Molina sets up, and the ball is right there.
Reputation of Joe Mauer, having a great eye at the plate.
Price has built a reputation too, having great command of his pitches.
And he calls that one.
Put 4 pitches about the size of a coffee cup down and away in the outside corner. 3 of them were called.
I'm joined by all my friends here, invited through Twitter. Everybody say hello, everybody. Now you're on TV. Everybody's having a good time. One thing we want to hear more from our Twitter followers watching us right now is the post-game suggestion for the post-game instructional. Use the hashtag postgame for ideas of what Tim Laudner, Kevin Gorg, Burt Blyleven should do tonight, Dick and Bert. I think everybody's had a good time. Is that safe to say? Put your phones down and give us all a big wave. Put your phone. All right. Show all your phones. Give everybody a big wave. Show everybody how much fun. All right, Dick and Bert.
Yeah, hi, everybody.
Ryan Roberts with a sharp single to left on the first pitch of the 7th inning.
Now Roberts jumping on that first pitch, gets his second hit of the ball game off of Nick Blackburn. The 10th hit for the Rays.
You mentioned it last night. He's got a lot of tattoos. They call him Tat Man. He negotiated a deal after the Rays picked him up. He got Joe Madden to commit to getting a tattoo if the Rays get to the World Series.
Yeah, the tattoo on his neck, it's a Japanese tattoo, and it means family. So that's why that's one of the tattoos.
I'd be curious what Joe Madden would have tattooed and where. But they got to get to the World Series before Madden has to pay off the bet. Here's Molina. Blackburn's gotten a couple of ground ball double plays. If Molina hits a grounder, he'd be a great person to double up. Swing and a miss.
Good little slider there. Molina swung through. The pitch number 90 for Blackburn.
Slices the base hit to right field. And Mastroianni fires it to Dozier. So the 8 and 9 batters start the 7th inning with a pair of singles.
And Molina picking up his first hit.
Desmond Jennings will hit. Gardenhire might be making the move. Looks like he's going to go out to the mound, bring in Alex Burnett. So Blackburn goes 6 innings plus, gives up 4 earned runs so far. He's responsible for Roberts and Molina on the bases. And not a great outing by any means, but remember that 5 pitches into his night, he was already behind 3-0. Through the Tampa Bay lineup 3 times, and getting some help from his defense. Our Home Depot doing more.
That's one good thing that we have seen, that Blackburn got a couple double plays turned behind him that in the first inning, and then another double play to end the fourth inning. Remember, he came in 17 starts, only 6 double plays turned behind Blackburn, who's a sinker ball pitcher. But now he needs help from his bullpen teammates and friends. First out will be Alex Burnett, making his 48th relief appearance. He's worked 51 1/3 innings. He's given up only 44 hits, 19 walks, 2 intentional with 22 strikeouts.
First and second, nobody out. Jennings, the batter. Single and 2 ground balls to short. Just off the plate. Again this year, Burnett, the perfect guy for the Twins to bring in here. He's done very well with his first batters faced, and he's also done pretty well with inherited runners. He's inherited 31 runners and only 9 have scored.
Yeah, and first batters faced are hitting just 205 off of him.
One and 0. Speed pitch tickles the outside corner. 1-1.
When still looking for the possible bunt. Jennings does have 5 sacrifices on the year.
To Dozier. To Casilla. To Morneau. Safe at first. And the very same call that Casilla was ruled out on, and Tim McClellan calls safe here. So first and third, 1 out.
Well, both Casilla and Jennings get down that line very quickly. We'll take a look at it right here. Almost exactly like Casilla, but Casilla was called out and Jennings safe.
Same call.
That's a good call, but I mean, that's the right call. As G just missed it, I believe, on Casilla.
Here's Upton. Twins hoping for another grounder hit at somebody. Upton with a pair of home runs hit. And he lifts it to short right field. Mastroianni with the catch. Tagging and bluffing the tag is Roberts. And Burnett gets a big second out here in the 7th.
Well, good job by Mastroianni getting behind that ball and get ready to make a good throw home. So Roberts, who are at third, because it's short enough, they're getting behind that ball and then keeping it down, and the ball getting to Butera at home plate. So a good job by Alex Burnett as Ron Gardenhire comes in.
Burnett gets 2 batters, and now looks like Tyler Robertson's going to be asked to get the third. still read Brian Hall's report card right now, and the first day after every Vikings game this season at FoxSportsNorth.com.
Well, Tyler Robertson coming in. He's making his 19th relief appearance, and he, like Alex Burnett, have done a good job of inherited runners not to score, and also first batters faced. For Robertson, he's faced 17 batters, only 3 hits allowed, and he's left of inherited runners 14. 2 have scored. So he comes into this situation trying to get the final out here at the top of the 7th inning.
So the left-handed batting Joyce will face Tyler Robertson. And is a very good slider.
There's that very good slider right there for strike 1. Robertson at 6'5", about 250. Getting called up in late June.
There it is again. Kind of backed off a couple miles per hour on that one.
There are the numbers I just mentioned.
2 strikes to Joyce. Smothered by Butera.
A good pitch right there, and you know your catcher's going to block that ball. Ahead in the count, you don't want to make a mistake, so he makes sure he gets out in front of that ball, and Butera keeping it in front of him. Saw Steve Little right there go through signs.
One and 2. They've got him picked off.
Oh, watch her throw home. Yes.
So Morneau firing across the diamond rather than trying to get the out at second. Perhaps a design play by Joe Madden.
Yeah, Joe Madden's very good at that. And I saw Roberts coming down the line, and what they want him to do is throw to first. Now, you saw where Roberts stepped. And where Robertson stepped right there. He kind of almost like a balk. And they're waiting for him to throw to first, and then Roberts is going to take off home, and that's where I think Justin saw that coming.
Well, Roberts is about a third of the way to home plate already.
Right,
He had such a huge lead. So a stolen base for Jennings. 1 and 2 to Joyce, and inside with a fastball. 2 and 2.
That fastball right there just setting up this slider that he's going to throw.
And Joyce swings through it. So a good job by the Twins bullpen keeping this a 4-2 game. North is brought to you by McDonald's. Right now, you can get 20 crispy chicken McNuggets for just $4.99 at McDonald's. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Toyota. Hurry in for big savings during Toyota's nationwide clearance event going on now.
Hey, great job by the bullpen right there. Alex Burnett got 2 outs, and then Tyler Robertson coming to get the final out to keep this game at a 4-2 deficit for the Twins.
Josh Willingham will lead off the bottom of the 7th inning, and Justin Morneau and Darren Mastroianni. Facing tough lefty David Price. Here's a high fly to right center field, but Upton ranges over to make the catch, and Willingham quickly retired. So 1 down in the 7th. That'll bring up Morneau.
Now, Twins have had a couple spurts against Price. That coming in the 2nd inning, 3 straight singles. Mastroianni picking up an RBI infield single hit. And then the home run by Dozier, followed by Butera's base hit. That's pretty much it. 5 hits for the Twins, 2 runs.
And Price has owned that outside corner with both the fastball and the breaking pitch to left-handed batters. And we've discovered why, not that we didn't know, but we've discovered why he's so tough against lefties. He can throw that pitch when he wants to.
Well, that's the work part of pitching, working down and away. Now they're going inside. Justin swinging at a pitch up and in. To hit that corner like Price does, you have to really get out front and utilize your strong hands and your wrist. Like that.
In the 7th inning, 83 pitches, and he can still touch 97 effortlessly. Two and two. Off the end of the bat, Zobrist with a nice play, but Morneau gets an infield hit. So Morneau has 2 of the 6 hits for the Twins against David Price.
Yeah, good hustle by Justin right there. Nice play by Zobrist as he's shading Justin up the middle. He has to dive to his right. A high fastball. And Zobrist dove for it, got up quickly. Made a very close play, but Justin beat it out.
Zobrist just fairly new in his return to the shortstop position. He was brought up as a shortstop. Says he still considers shortstop to be his favorite position. It looks like he might get a chance to play some more out there the way he's been playing.
Yeah, he's been playing some second base, some outfield, other positions. But Zobrist, this is only his 3rd game in a row that he's played short. First time since 2009 that he played short.
Mastroianni takes a strike. Mastroianni drove in a run with an infield hit in the 2nd, then was called out on strikes in the 5th. Man alive.
Well, he's a strike thrower.
Without using the middle of the strike zone.
Yeah, Price was a 19-game winner a couple years ago. Had a very good 2.72 ERA. Came in 2nd in the Cy Young Award voting in 2010. Last year, 12 wins, 13 losses in 34 starts. Still worked 224 innings.
1-2 to Mastroianni. Hack to the right side. Off the glove of Pena. And Mastroianni will get his second infield hit.
Well, sure-handed Carlos Pena going to his right. Right there, right off the tip of the glove, and that deflected away. So Roberts doesn't have a play. Robert, yeah, and right there, ball trickles toward the outfield.
Meeting on the mound breaks up. Joe Madden looking at the lineup card. Jake McGee is warming up.
Yeah, 2 left-handers out of that bullpen for Joe Madden, 5 right-handers.
Dozier popped a fly ball over the fence his last time up. Twins have tried to get back into this game 1 run at a time. 7th inning would be a nice spot to get another one. Morneau at second, Mastroianni at first. 1 away. Price has gotten 2 big double play grounders. One of them he started himself. Fastball for strike 1. Lifted foul into the seats over the Twins dugout. 2 strikes. Just 3 strikeouts for Price on the night. And he'll try to bear down and get one here in the 7th inning.
All 3 strikeouts have been called third strikes, too.
Oh, 2 to Dozier. Little bit low. 98 miles per hour.
Trying to find that little extra.
Or Brian Dozier, I'd swing it anything close on this one. 1-2. And he steps off. One and 2 to Dozier. Fouled off his foot. So he got a breaking ball and he topped it right into his front leg.
Take a look at it right here. Right off the toe of that left foot.
Another 1-2 pitch. Dozier takes a call, 3rd strike.
Fourth strikeout. Dozier having some words with home plate umpire Jordan Baker. Thought it was inside. Molina sitting inside. And again, hitting the glove.
Ryan Doman's going to hit for Drew Butera. And in all likelihood will stay in and catch. Doman 2 for 4 with 3 runs batted in as a pinch hitter. As a right-handed batter hitting 283. Or excuse me, 245. With 3 home runs and 15 runs batted in. All of that in just under 100 at bats. Strike 1 call.
Well, he's working that inside part of the plate. And Baker, the home plate umpire, giving it to him.
Tying run at first. 2 away in the 7th. Missed the inside corner. 1-1. Only Denard Span has more doubles on the Twins than Ryan Doman. And a double here would be huge with Mastroianni's speed at first. It would likely tie the game. On the outside corner, 1-2.
First 2 pitches inside, then he goes away. Doman on an 8-game hitting streak where he's hitting .375, 12 hits in 32 at-bats.
100th pitch for David Price. Foul off the home plate umpire.
Doman in the month of August doing very well. 8-game hitting streak, 8 extra bases. And a very good slugging percentage.
Another 1-2 pitch coming to the pinch hitter Ryan Doman. Big called third strike, and Price leaves 2 batters on base and strikes out looking Dozier and Doman.
Copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins, LLC. Boy, it just seemed like David Price just found a little extra right there, didn't he? All 5 strikeouts so far for Price have been called third strike. Casey Fiend coming into the ball game. Good job by the bullpen so far. Alex Burnett, Tyler Robertson getting out of the 7th inning. Casey Fiend, hopefully 1, 2, 3, 8. Done a very good job making his 13th relief appearance.
And he'll face the middle of the Tampa Bay lineup: Longoria, Zobrist, and Pena. Rice with the hoodie on, might be done for the night. 100 pitches. Rays, in addition to having a very good young rotation, have an outstanding bullpen. Longoria 0 for 3. Hit a soft line drive to Carroll his last time up. Note in baseball that the New York Yankees have agreed to terms with Derek Lowe to pitch out of the bullpen right now, probably all in response to CC Sabathia going on the disabled list.
Yeah, Derek Lowe was released by the Cleveland Indians, signed by the Yankees.
1-1 to Longoria.
Sweeping slider, missing low. Fiend, 28 years old, came up with the Tigers in 2009, up and down 2009, 2010.
2-2
behind Doman.
Yeah, Ryan Doman doing the catching. Well, Fiend's bounced around a little bit, but as luck would have it, a week or so ago I ran into his parents. And his father growing up. His father growing up was a big Tony Oliva fan. And so Casey Fiend through spring training and now with the Major League Club, the chance to spend some time with his father's boyhood idol. 3-2 now to Longoria. Popped up. Morneau tracking it, but it's back in the seats. Very difficult time of night here, not just here, but in all ballparks. From here, I couldn't track the ball as it got up into the twilight. And Morneau kind of reacted like he lost sight of it too. Now in about 20 minutes, it'll be dark enough to where the baseball will almost glow against the darkened sky. Still 3-2. Another Tapper foul.
Well, the crowd doing the wave here. Don't see the wave too often here at Target Field. Well, pretty good job of it.
Full count. Pop straight up. We'll see if Mauer or Doman. He can't find it. And it landed about 15 feet from him. Just what we were mentioning. It's a very difficult time of night. Not just in this ballpark, but in a lot of them. And Doman almost had that ball hit him in the head.
Boy, it's a scary feeling when that ball is hit up and you have no idea where it's at. And Doman kind of threw up his hands like, you know, I don't see it. You can see him look up, take his mask off. Okay, still don't see it. Where is it?
The guy who was really in jeopardy was home plate umpire Jordan Baker.
Well, I'm sure he didn't see it either.
3-2. And another foul.
This will be the ninth pitch for Fiend in this at bat for Longoria.
Fiend will try it again. And throws him with a breaking ball. Good pitch by Casey Fiend.
That looks like he took something off the slider right here on the inner half of the plate.
On Tuesday night, the Twins and Tigers will meet. Middle game of a 3-game series, and the first 10,000 fans will get a Twins beach towel courtesy of Delta Airlines, an entity that can get you to a beach vacation. Tickets available by calling 800-33-TWINS or visit twinsbaseball.com. And yes, Bert Blyleven, we do have beaches in the state of Minnesota.
I found out yesterday. Wasn't even going to respond to that.
Tapper foul, 2 strikes.
They're lake beaches, but they are beaches.
No sharks, no alligators, nothing along those lines at all. Just missing the corner. White Sox have tied the A's at 6 in the 6th. And a rain delay of about 2.5 hours in Baltimore. Kansas City and the Orioles still hoping to play tonight. Foul back. We'll get one more look at the Rays. And maybe it would be fairer to get your opinion at the end of the series here. We know enough about the Tigers and the other wild card entrants, but at some point I'd like you to handicap the wild card race with 5 teams within a game with a wild card lead. And Doma can't quite hang on.
Yeah, Doma almost had it in his glove and just dropped out. Just tipped the ball and out of his glove. He's over at 3 for 3 in the ball game.
Right off the end of the bat foul.
Well, just looking at that wild card race, there's 2 teams that I mentioned that I think when we were in Cleveland, Baltimore and Oakland. I just you know, they're hanging on. I just see those 2 clubs kind of faltering, going back a little bit. I think it's going to be the Tigers or Chicago if Detroit can, you know, overtake the White Sox. I think Tampa Bay is going to hang in there along with the Angels.
Swing and a miss. And Fiend starts his night with a couple of strikeouts. Twins bullpen doing a good job here now through an inning and 2/3.
Yeah, Fiend gives you that bulldog type attitude after he kind of strikes out somebody or gets that final out. You like that. Good fastball there.
Yankees beat Toronto 5-2. Cleveland has beaten Boston. I don't think the Red Sox, barring a red hot streak for an extended period of time, should even be considered in the wild card discussion at this point. They're 3 games below 500. Strike on the outside corner.
Always said, you know, if you can go into August, first part of September playing 500 baseball, you're going to be in a race. Now with 2 wild cards, even more of a chance.
It's not the 6 games that the Red Sox are behind. It's the 5 teams ahead of them. Drill to right. Mastroianni fighting the lights, makes the catch and takes a seat. Good play by Mastroianni. Good inning for Casey Fiend.
Instead, we have a very close one here as we head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Twins trail by just a pair, and on Twins Live, presented by CenturyLink, we'll talk about David Price and how he has quieted the Twins offense. Yes, Brian Dozier had a home run and an RBI single earlier tonight by Darren Mastriani is all he has allowed. The instructional tonight, thanks to those of you for your feedback, it's going to be the 1-2-3 double play with a pitcher and a catcher, and our big experts. I use that term very loosely tonight. Tim Laudner, Bert Blylev, and also Kevin Gorg going to take you through the art of the 1-2-3 double play, plus Ron Gardenhire's post-game comments.
Watch that big experts there.
Well, I put it in quotes.
Timmy and I are going to sit on you.
One other thing, the post-game interview with Ben Revere is coming from all the Twitter questions, people who send in questions via Twitter using the MN Twins hashtag. So thanks to those of you who send them all in. Bert, you're fantastic at Twitter, too.
Thank you, Robbie.
Joel Peralta will pitch now for the Rays as the Twins will send Casilla, Revere, and Carroll to the plate in the 8th inning.
Yeah, Peralta suspended earlier this year, had some foreign substance on him when he was out on that mound, but all in all, Peralta in his 2nd season with the Rays, making his 54th relief appearance.
One strike to Casilla. To be clear, the foreign substance was pine tar, and the last time I looked on a can of pine tar, it was in North Carolina, made in North Carolina. So it's not foreign at all. It's
no, well, he's from the Dominican Republic.
So for him,
yeah.
A little gamesmanship between Davey Johnson, the Nationals manager, and Peralta and Joe Madden.
Good change up there. Yeah, Peralta had pitched for the Nationals and Davey Johnson in 2010, and then when they played together in the interleague play, see him with that split finger, how he kind of gets that ball ready in that right hand. Peralta has pitched at the major league level with the Angels, the Royals, the Rockies, the Nationals, now with the Rays.
2-2. Casilla taking 4 pitches, then Revere and Carroll.
We showed you the numbers on Peralta. 46 innings pitched, 59 strikeouts, and only 10 walks.
Two and two. Way out in front of the changeup. One down. If you act today, you get a steal of a deal when the Twins host Seattle on August 29th. For a limited time, you can get home plate view tickets for just $21. The deal against the Mariners is only available for a limited time. And you can get it by logging on to twinsbaseball.com or by calling 800-33-TWINS. And while you're at it, check out all the great ticket offers for upcoming games at Target Field. One gone in the 8th, and here's Ben Revere. One and 0. Twins need a bloop and a blast. And they really don't care who either comes from. Lifted to left center. Jennings jogs after it. That's out number 2.
Yeah, Ben Revere, not the one you want the blast out of. You wanted the bloop off of his bat.
Carroll 0 for 3. First 3 hitters for the Twins now. Revere, Carroll, and Mauer are combined 0 for 10. And all the damage done by the Rays in tonight's game has come from their first 3 batters. Inside, ball 1. Rice going 7 innings or more for the 10th straight start. Fouled away, 1-1.
You know, the thing is, in today's game, when you said that, that's like a complete game. I mean, if you can go 7 innings every time out, you know, with every staff basically in the bullpen with, you know, 7, 8 guys out there. And you talked about the bullpen of the Rays, one of the best. Came into this ballgame combined 3.1 ERA, third best in the American League.
1-1 to Carroll. Pena, very good stop on his backhand side. He goes to the bag, and Peralta has a 1-2-3 8.
Story of the game is about home runs early for the Rays. B.J. Upton, second batter, hit a 2-run home run, followed by Matt Joyce. Back-to-back days for Joyce hitting home runs. And the Rays took an early 3-0 lead for the Twins. In the 5th inning, Brian Dozier hits his 6th home run of the year, a solo shot. That made it a 4-2 ball game. And that's where we're still at.
Jared Burton comes out of the Twins bullpen trying to pick up where his teammates have left off. Casey Fiend went 1-2-3, and the bullpen did a nice job. Alex Burnett, Tyler Robertson cleaned up the 7th, and to keep the Twins within reach. 2 runs down. It'll be the bottom third of the lineup for the Rays: Keppinger, Roberts, and Molina. Keppinger may be a key guy for the Rays down the stretch here as they continue on with Longoria as their designated hitter. Again, last night when he was on the bases, did not look like Longoria was close to taking over at third base. So if there's a job open at third, Keppinger hopes to fill it. And fill it productively. Here's a fly to right center. Mastroianni under it. 1 gone.
And so far, so good. I mean, he came into this ballgame hitting .323. He's only made a couple errors. Excuse me, only 1 error at third base.
1 gone in the 9th, and here's Ryan Roberts. Roberts with a pair of hits. Up high, ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Good fastball there at 93.
season. I just think they've got pitching depth that might be the envy of the other contenders. I know the Angels, have a marquee rotation, but some of those guys haven't pitched particularly well.
No. C.J. Wilson and Santana, Irvin Santana.
Dan Heron has been blown hot and cold. Check swing, no swing. And the A's inexperience, probably more than anything else, might make it difficult for them to fight through the final weeks.
I think not only the starting staff that Joe Madden has put together, him and Jim Hickey, the pitching coach, but it's their bullpen. Look at the Angels. The Angels have had a tough time in their bullpen.
There's a changeup, another strikeout, 2 down.
That's a nasty changeup at that. Watch this. Good arm motion, and then Roberts way out front.
So 2 down, and here's Jose Molina. Lifted to left center, harmlessly toward Willingham. A perfect final 3 innings for the Twins bullpen. We'll see if they can get something going at the bottom of the ninth. Bauer's right down there. He's going to lead off. He's going to get a base hit. Been a good night, though, for David Price.
Yeah, Jimmy John's delivery of the game. David Price looking for his 15th win to tie Jarrett Weaver for the most wins in the American League, and R.A. Dickey overall 15 wins for the Mets. All 5 strikeouts, again called third strike. So Price doing his thing. Ran into trouble a couple times. And what makes this Ray ball club so good is this guy right here at the end, Fernando Rodney. 34 saves, that's the most in the American League, and 35 save opportunities. One thing, when Peralta was out there, I said Davey Johnson. It was Jim Riggleman that was the manager of the Nationals.
Right. Davey Johnson was the one who called
Thank you, Matt Capps, for bringing that to my attention.
Matt pitched out of the bullpen, too, for the Nationals.
Yes, he did.
Well, look at the numbers for Fernando Rodney. Opponent batting average of 179. 34 out of 35 in save opportunities. And he was plan B for the Rays. Kyle Farnsworth was supposed to be the closer for them again this year, but he got hurt.
Yep. You never know what you might get in a box of chocolates.
Well, the Yankees, I guess, are on plan C with their closer, Rafael Soriano. Of course, it was Mariano Rivera who was supposed to be the closer. He got hurt. Then David Robertson, and now it's Soriano doing a great job for him. Zobrist moves over to second. And Elliott Johnson is in at short. 4 and 5 batters due up.
And Ryan Roberts going from second over to third. So Kippinger out of the ball game. Johnson in.
Lauer takes a strike at the knee. Plenty of experience with Fernando Rodney. A lot of years with the Tigers. He was the losing pitcher in game 163 a few years ago. 0-2 to Mauer. Joe 3 hits, 13 at bats, including a home run.
Well, there's the leaders right there. Rodney leading all of baseball.
So take your pick. Is it going to be coming at you in the mid-90s or the upper 70s? Mauer heads it up the middle, cut off by Johnson. Great play for the first out of the 9th inning. Elliott Johnson.
Well, the defensive change right there. Joe Madden putting in a guy that has very good range. Zobrist was doing a good job, but you know, Johnson getting called in off the bench, and then the first ball hit to him. He dives for it, comes up quickly, and gets Joe Mauer out at first base.
Just a wonderful play by Elliott Johnson. So 1 down on the 9th. That'll bring up Josh Willingham. Willingham's never faced Rodney, and he takes up an in, ball 1. The guy the Twins would love to get to the plate with a man on is the on-deck hitter Justin Morneau, because he's got great numbers against Fernando Rodney. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And look at that, Rodney at 97, and the changeup sometimes backing off to the mid-70s.
Yeah, I just wish he could wear his hat straight. That's all.
Rays don't care so much because he's throwing strikes better than he ever has in his career. He was always one of those guys that would walk himself into trouble, but that's not been the case this year.
Yeah, he's averaged about a strikeout over his career per inning, but then he's averaged about 5 walks per inning or per 9.
Look at that. Change up to even the count.
He was a closer for the Tigers in 2009. And Willingham swinging through that changeup.
Just 8 walks, one of them intentional, in 53 innings. Busted bat, a roller to third. Roberts has it, fires to Pena, 2 down. So Morneau will get his chance, but it'll be with the bases empty. Morneau, 6 hits, 13 at bats, couple of home runs, 3 doubles, 4 walks. And the best he can do is get Mastroianni to the plate as the tying run. Inside, ball 1.
There's that changeup right there. Justin way out front. Bernard Span moving to the on-deck circle.
Morneau trying to get him to the plate. On 1 hop to Roberts. And the ball, the throw nearly hit Morneau. But the Rays jump on Nick Blackburn, and in the first 5 pitches had a 3-0 lead, and it was enough to hold up by game's end.
Yeah, I said the first 3 innings so important for Blackburn, and that's what beat him here tonight.
Yeah, the first 3 batters. Yep. So the Rays take this series. They won the first 2 games, Kevin Dork. The Twins will send their ace Scott Diamond to the mound tomorrow.
Hopefully the Twins can maybe get the jump on the Rays tomorrow. We'll break this one down on Twins Live, presented by CenturyLink. Our instructional picked by you, the fans, is the 1-2-3 doubleheader. Price was awesome tonight. We'll hear from Gardy, and Ben Revere will answer your questions. That's next on Twins Live.